Hi, I'm Jessie Swike, and this is Lucy Steele from Sense and Sensibility. What a sweet woman Mrs. Jennings is.
She's been more than kind to our family.
And how do you like Devonshire, Miss Dashwood? I'm told you are very sorry to leave Sussex.
Indeed, my family had been established there some time.
And had you a great many smart beaux there? There are not, I suppose, too many in this part of the world. I only mention as I hope you will not find it dull in Barton.
I am sure there are genteel young men in Devonshire.
I hope I do not offend.
On the contrary, you are very pleasant and conversable.
Oh, you are very kind, and I like you enormously. You will think my question an odd one, but pray, are you personally acquainted with your sister-in-law's mother, Mrs. Ferrars?
I have never seen Mrs. Ferrars.
I'm sure you think me very strange for inquiring about her in such a way, but perhaps there might be reasons. Oh, I should be so very glad of your advice on how to manage in such an uncomfortable situation as I am in.
And I am sorry I cannot assist, but really I never understood that you are at all connected with that family.
I'm sure I need not have the smallest fear in trusting you, or even on slight acquaintance. I am, dear Miss Dashwood, so without a confidant. Mrs. Ferrars has certainly nothing to do with me at present, but the time may come when we may be very intimately connected.
Do you mean you are acquainted with Mr. Robert Ferrars, the brother? Can you be?
No, not Mr. Robert Ferrars. I never saw him in my life. But to his elder brother, Edward.
I am surprised.
I dare say you are, for it was always meant to be a great secret, kept so by me to this hour.
You are engaged, then?
4 years. Our acquaintance, however, is of many years' date. He was 4 years with my uncle as a pupil. It was there our engagement was formed, though not till he had quitted as a student. I was very unwilling to enter into it without the approbation of his mother, but I loved him too well to be so prudent as I ought to have been.
Engaged to Mr. Edward Ferrars. I confess myself so totally surprised that, really, surely there must be some mistake of person or name. We cannot mean the same Edward Ferrars.
The very same. Our first care has been to keep the matter secret.
Well, 4 years you have been engaged.
Yes, and heaven knows how long we may have to wait. Poor Edward. It puts him quite out of heart. I have only this dear miniature of his dear face. I'm sure of your faithfully keeping this secret, for it must not reach his mother. She will oppose us, I fear, for I have no fortune.
Your situation is indeed a perilous one.
We hardly meet about twice a year, Miss Dashwood. I'm sure I wonder my heart is not quite broke. Sometimes I think to break the matter off entirely, but I have not the resolution for it. What would you advise me to do in such a case?
Pardon me, but I can give you no advice under such circumstances. It is too much for an indifferent person.
It is because you are an indifferent person that I ask your advice. If you could be biased in any respect by your own feelings, your advice would not be worth having.
Your judgment must direct you.
Scene.